Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. I knew they were going to use the protective charm to set up Naomi, and that was why I warned her previously not to entertain them in her house anymore, not to allow them see her in her house anymore, to close all road leading to her house. If they must see her, they must see her in the church. Reverend Esther Ajai revealed. Now, if you have been following the trend, sometimes maybe early last month or early this month, there was a video that started making the rounds on social media where Reverend Esther Ajai was alleged to have warned Queen Naomi never ever to see the Oloris in her house anymore. You know that from time to time they go there to see her, to ask for stuff, to try to do celebrations with her and all of that. And for the longest of time, she kept receiving them in her house and on that way. But only recently, we were very surprised to wake up one morning only to find out that Reverend Esther Ajai had warned her not to see the Oloris in her house anymore, that under no circumstances is she allowed to entertain them or to welcome them into her home. That if worst case happens, that they must see, that she must see them in the church. Everybody was wondering why. Everybody was wondering. But for those who have discernment, they said, well, maybe it's just to keep her safe. Even me, I was wondering why. But now with the buzzwords that happened concerning the protective charm and all of that, we got to know that they were actually trying to use the protective charm to kind of get Naomi into very serious problem. And you do know that with some of the, sorry about this noise, it's a pepper, please, sorry, okay? So with all of these anti-Naomi people in the palace, the elders in the palace who do not want Naomi in the palace. And of course, they are from Inife. They know their rules. They know the things that Naomi can be caught with or seen with that will not allow Naomi get back into the palace. So apparently they have been working with all of these people to ensure that something happens so drastically that will not give Nami even one chance to return back to the palace. So we now got a news that some people came out and said that they wanted to use the protective charm to kind of keep Nami away from the Ooni of Ife, like set Nami up. Before that news even digested, we now started hearing another gist where it is alleged that Reverend Funke has come out to say that she knew. Reverend Esther Ajai has come out to say that she knew that they wanted to set Nami up with something, but that she didn't have a clear picture that it was a protective charm. That the reason why she left that instruction that Queen Nami must never see any Olori in her house was because she knew that they were planning on setting her up with something. So apparently what we are hearing is that for the protective charm, allegedly, those who are coming to attack me, even though you do know that every day I talk about the fact that these are all alleged gist. They said that there was one kind of revelation where they said that the reason why that protective charm was scattered away from the palace was not because they wanted to hurt Ooni of Ife. Neither does it have anything to do with any kind of dethronement or anything, that it had everything to do with the fact that they wanted to use it against Queen Naomi. They wanted to set Naomi up with it. So apparently, if you go by what Reverend Esther Ajai is saying now, is that visit that they kept visiting Nami in the house, apparently they were looking for a way to plant it in Nami's house. But as God will have it, you know that Nami comes from a closely knitted family. And Nami is not living with strangers in her house. Basically, Nami is living with the mother, and the brother is also living in the same compound, but downstairs, and she's living in the duplex. The mother is there, Simi is there. The siblings are there. They don't really have strangers there. They have just one nanny that is taking care of Tadenikawo, and that Nami is a woman that has always been very close to Queen Naomi. The woman loved Queen Naomi so much. So that is all family. And this is why it's very important for us to be very careful with the people we bring around us. Not that I go and pack strangers and come and put around you. People could care less what happens. They just want to get what they want to get. Because if Naomi was in a place where she had all of these strangers living with her, apparently they would have been able to pay one person to undo her. But God is guiding and protecting Queen Naomi. So they say that Reverend Esther Ajai has come to say that she saw it, that they wanted to use something to set her up. And she is saying that it is not over yet. That, in fact, the breeze that is coming out is very, very thick. Nami needs to be careful, but I'm not going to ruin your appetite with that gist. I'm going to bring that gist fully to you. So she is saying that they actually wanted to set Naomi up, and they were going to use the opportunity after getting into her house to do that. But as she made that revelation and she told Naomi that she's not allowed to welcome anybody into her house anymore. Never should she allow anybody into her house. And Naomi was so careful, and they have not been going to her house again. And I think Naomi should be more careful. And may God bless Reverend Esther Ajai. I wanted to bring you this update. I'm going to bring you more. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.